Yeah, today we are going to look at the business data to see how we can use different functions in order to generate new information from the data set of the business. And this actually help the business CEOs and directors plus the manager to make critical decision and also to understand which product is selling better and who is working very hard and who is underperforming and which region is actually performing better. So we are going to look at the name. Here we have the name of the employees that are working, and then this code represent uh, the working conditions. Like for example, the first person is working full time, then the second person is part time, and then the C represent the contract. Okay, so this is the contract condition of each and every employee in the company. And this is the region. The region are in Wow, Malakal, Waraba, Will, and all this. So we are going to look at the cell, again is the target, to see which employee is selling a lot of, or is generating a lot of revenue more than the other. Like for example, we want to look at the bonus of the 5% of the sales. For us to calculate the bonus of the 5% of the sale that has been done, we are going to say equal sign, and then 5%, 5% multiply by sale, because we want to calculate the 5% of the sale that has been done by each person, and then equal sign. You can see that this person has calculated, as I already sold 16 out of the total sale. This is the 5%. So you can double tap, and then you have the entire output. Then again, we want to look at the net pay bonus plus 10% of the sale. Uh, we are saying this is our bonus, 5%. But this net pay, which is the bonus of 5% of the sale, we want to add 10% of of the total bonus. So we are going to come and say equal sign. Then you click on the bonus, okay? Then plus 10%, okay? Then time is the sale, so that we are able now to calculate to understand the net pay. So meaning this person, the first person will be paid 48 and the like. And then the paid period. How are we supposed to know this person is paid monthly, this person is paid weekly? Remember, if you look here, there are employees that are full contract, there are employees that are casual, which you see, and there are employees that are part-time. Are we supposed to know all this? So we are going to use a VLOOKUP function so that we will be able to understand when is this person supposed to be paid. Is it on daily basis? Is it part-time? Is it full-time? Based on this, categories of condition, we can be able to actually generate and understand the payment schedule for each and every employee. So we are going to say equal sign, then VLOOKUP. Our VLOOKUP value is going to be code, because this is what will determine the categories of which each and every employee is going to be paid. So equal sign, and then our table array is here. We have code, status, and all this where everything has been represented. Then comma, and then the column index. If you look at the table array, we have 3 columns here, 1, 2, 3. So we are going to put 3, comma, but we want the exact match. So we are going to click the exact match and equal sign. Now the first person is paid monthly. If you double tap, you will see there are some errors like this one. So meaning you have to come back to the formula here and say, put equal sign between F where you have reference, okay, put a $sign, and also put $sign before H, so that you do absolute referencing. and then say equal. Now drag it down all. You can see now everything is ready. We can be able to know now that this person, the Duncan, is paid monthly because it is a full time. You cannot pay full time weekly. Catherine is part time, so it is weekly. And Pearson is paid on the contract, so this daily, or casual, so it is daily. And Mary, no pay. So now you can be able to know which person. So suppose these people have been generating a lot of revenue. Remember, this is a business. And suppose the business owner want to make a decision. If the sale is not greater than the target that has been set, we are going to fire that particular person. And if the target has been overachieved by each and every employee, we are going to retain them. So this is the condition that has been set by the company, such that to get rid of those people that are not working in the company or that are not even meeting the expectation of the business. So what do? We are going to say equal if the cell, if the cell is going to be the condition, is less than the target, okay, comma, if the cell is less than the target, we are going to fire that person, fired him or her. Or otherwise, if the logical test is opposite, we are going to retain that person. That is meaning to say, if that person has overachieved or it has achieved the expectation of the business, we are going to pay that person, we are going to retain and say equal. Now the first person is fired because this person sells 320 and the target is 350. So obviously we are going to fire this person. This person sells 564 and the target was 500. So we are going to retain this person. And you see now, we know now the kind of person that we are firing and the kind of employee that we are retaining. Next, we want to know what is the highest sell out of this sell that has been done here, this one here. What is the highest sell? You don't just need to scroll manually. We are going to say equal. Highest sell, we are going to use mark of this, comma, then you highlight the entire cell. You highlight the entire cell. Sorry. We are going to say mark E2, then highlight, then close the bracket. Here you are going to see the highest sell is 785. And I don't know who sells this 785. We have 785 here in Malakal. And who sold that? Faith. You see. Then we want to look at the lower cell. Lower cell, we are going to use equal sign, minimum. We want to calculate minimum cell, bracket, then you highlight the entire cell up to the last. Equal sign. The minimum that has been sold, which is the lowest, is 290. And this was done by Dekena. That's why she was fired, because she did not do well. So you can decide to see other higher cell by double click or by dragging this one down. Okay. Then you will be able to see now the higher cell. And you can also drag this down. Okay. And you see the lower cell. Now, we want to know the status or the terms. We are going to say, if this person has sold so well, we are going to pay. Or otherwise, we are not going to pay this person. So what do? We're going to say equal sign. If, okay, if the cell is less or equal to target, okay, we are going to pay this person. This person might be paid. This person might be paid. Or otherwise, we're not going to pay her, which is unpaid. So the past person, the sale is less or equal to that, so we're going to pay her. And there are people that we are not going to unpaid. Okay. So this is the data for a business, and at the end of the day, you can be able to make a decision based on this data. So in this 21st century, we don't expect people to pilot people based on, self-hatred or whatever the case. It should be connected to performance. And this performance is subjected to a scientific approach. If you have a business that you are doing and somebody is doing well, please don't pilot that person. It will help your business to grow, and I thank you very, very, very much.